Oh my goodness. It's a hot one today.
What room is your mom in? What room is your mom in?
Currently in the fast pass line.
Right next to your mom. You can't get away from me now.
Some lady was like, I never knew. I didn't know He died. You want to walk?
I hope that you visit with me new appreciation and respect
You raised stage.
as
So
magnificent
he's able to walk.
treasures. New challenges that face our native wildlife. Here, expanding the population is bringing with it a loss of natural habitat.
Putting them in the carrier is
What?
like you're already hot.
Cannot protect our animals from the most dangerous predator, poaching. To the poachers, these beautiful animals represent only profit.
My next one.
Oh, dead.
As slaughtered their horns and ivory. Chickens and lions are killed by the bulls.
All stuff. Should be rolling down my eyes.
Inactive and gazelle are trapped
We were walking in the rain. And finally got to the point where it was like so.
It is my job to
It was raining so
help the
hard.
animals from this reserve.
I mean, it wasn't raining.
That is why all the children, please join us in our battle
Yeah, it was like dripping in my
who are natural,
Or like later in the day when you like
only by
I know.
Animals, this is their home after all, so try to limit any loud noises. Please do not call out to them. I will point out all of the animals for you. Again, if you want to switch seats, do it now. Please make sure the babies find a single seat and stick to it. Asante Sana friends, that's for their safety.
She's talking to you. She's
Oh,
talking to
we
you,
don't know
Dave.
that.
Way to break the rules.
They did that the last time I rode the tram.
All right, twin.
No, you gotta stay right there.
They're like, who's got the stroller in the improper position? I raised my hand.
Many of the species that live here on the reserve are endangered. Endangered means that their numbers are so low they are close to the tip of the giraffe. The Barlow and the Okapi rely heavily on forest and trees for food, breeding reason at home. If you next time you go to use a
Hey, Cole. We hold our hands up.
on our left, it's the color of their skin that changes. It shows through their white. aren't they? Gorgeous crocodile.
There you go, Nancy.
I couldn't tell you which ones are male or female, though. The only way to gorgeous. A group of crocodile, and sometimes from the top of this hill we can see some animals in the distance. Get closer. But in the meantime, do you guys have any questions so far?
What kind of tree that is?
Like I said, friends, if you're taking photos of this called the upside down tree, and that's because they lose their leaves several months out of the year to preserve water. They can hold about 1,000 gallons of water inside their trunks.
I hold your hand.
And some of these trees have been known to live about 2,000 years. Oh yes, absolutely. These trees are some of the biggest helpers on the planet with reducing carbon, which is sad because there aren't really many of them left.
Here we go.
And coming up on our right is a very recognizable species, the Maasai giraffe, the tallest land mammal on the planet. Maasai giraffe can grow about 20 feet tall. As you guys can see, these giraffe are very social animals. A group of giraffe is called a tower. This is a female on our right.
Sorry.
And you can tell these are the Maasai giraffe because they have that kind of jagged, irregular pattern on their spots.
Running at you.
Yes.
I know. Jackson likes the water. Oh, I see a baby giraffe over there.
The lion said.
On our left is my favorite animal. She's hiding in the cave. There's a spotted hyena. The spotted hyena live together in a group called a clan. And the clans are matriarchal societies. That means that the females will rule the clan. So much so that the lowest ranking female outranks the highest ranking male. So girls run the world with the hyena society. A lot of people seem to think that they're scavengers, but they're not. They actually do most of their own hunting like other predators. And they are mostly nocturnal, so they're probably going to start waking up around dusk and going on their nighttime hunt. Now, spotted hyenas actually have very, very strong jaws. They can crush bones with their jaws, and sometimes they even feed on bone marrow. On the left, way back there, are the sable antelope. Sable antelope typically live in a herd of all female, led by one alpha male and one alpha female. I'm sure you guys have noticed that a lot of these giraffe are not very tall. They are the babies. In 2019, there were 3 babies born here on the reserve, and in 2018, there were 2. And I think I might be able to recognize this one on our right. Thanks to their distinct spots, usually giraffe are pretty easy to tell apart. For example, this one on our right, he was the only baby boy. He was born on to be my personal favorite giraffe. I'm going to tell you his name if we get a little further away from him. The animals do recognize their names, and I don't want to get him to get confused. I can tell you that his mother's name is Mara, which is named after a river in Africa. His father, it's not just his father. In every single giraffe tower, there's one father and many mothers with many babies. And this is actually Dad right here on the right. So he's the father of all the babies. His name is George. And the baby's name is Jabari. That means the brave one in Swahili. Because we really noticed when he was born that he just took to the reserve with absolutely no reservations. Really, really courageous little guy. I use the term little here loosely because even when he was first born, he was about 6 years old, 6 feet tall. Yes, pretty average for the babies. They're usually born about 6 or 7 feet tall. Coming up on our right, there are some white bearded wildebeest. Gorgeous. Looks like there's cattle or Egyptian longhorns. A group of cattle is called a drove. Stuff like that. Most of the stuff is made with a mineral called coltan that is found in their territory here in the United States. Thankfully, though, there is a way to help them out just by recycling those items. Most electronic stores will recycle those things for you free of charge, and that helps reduce the need to mine the coltan and such. However, there is a remedy to that. It's a great program being funded by the Disney Conservation, almost 2,000 pounds.
Yeah, there is Wawa.
Of all the flamingo species in the entire world. Now, like many other species, they get their pink coloration from the food that they eat. That is brine shrimp. And when they dip their beaks in the water, that's how they're feeding on that shrimp. The reason flamingos will often stand on one leg is to help get another view of that lovely elephant family. Most of those are female. And usually in an elephant memory, only the matriarch, the alpha female, is permitted to have babies. Yeah, same goes with a lot of other animals, like orcas is another good example. And hyenas. And usually when the alpha female passes away, because she's usually the oldest, her eldest daughter will take her place. Not always, but usually. I should mention both elephants and hyenas are some of the smartest animals in Africa, and they have the females lead the groups. Just saying. I'm just teasing.
Oh my god.
Are the fastest land mammals on the planet, miles an hour in less than 4 seconds. Very shy, very solitary cats. And just like every single big cat on the planet, they are an endangered species. Even though they are apex predators. Like lions, hyenas, leopards, with for the same prey, and let a lot of that prey, big cats are endangered, and it's all due to the... Today, there are less than 20,000 lions left in their natural environment. However, the Disney Conservation Fund is working with the Lion Recovery Fund, and our new goal is to double that population in the next 30 years. But we can't do it alone. You guys are helping us out just by being here and learning about them and their plight. And hopefully the actions you take can help out those lions as well. Now the water buck you guys just saw, I don't know if you guys saw on their backside, they have that cute little pattern. It looks kind of like a spade or an upside down heart. I like to mention that because that's a survival adaptation. The babies know to follow that upside down heart on their mother's backside to help them keep up with the herd. Which is really cool, but it's an adaptation that I'm glad in the entire world. A group of warthogs is called a sounder. I'm not sure if she has any friends. They are omnivores. They feed on insects and small mammals and small reptiles, but they also feed on a lot of vegetation. That's the majority of their diet. There's another ostrich on our right, and the white rhinoceros. Hello! A whole crash of them. These white rhinos, just like the black rhinos, are also endangered due to illegal poaching of their horns. Like I said before, rhino horns are made of the same stuff as your hair and fingernails, so they're being poached for really no reason. Their horns are completely pointless to us. But unlike the black rhinos, the white rhinos are very social, and we call them the white rhinos. I'm going to bring you back to the same place I picked you up at, so we have, that is where you go one. Simba means lion in Swahili. Guys, to take those actions where you live, things you could do is actually at the grocery store every single day. If you use reusable shopping bags instead of plastic bags, that can save you money, and it's also a lot less wasteful. If you'd like to start today, we actually have reusable shopping bags available right here at Walt Disney World, so you could save some animals on vacation. when you're at the store, you might inspire someone else to take those little steps in the right direction. They may seem small, but little things like that can add up and change the future for both children and wildlife for the better. If you guys Whitefish, Montana. But if you guys have any questions, you're welcome to ask me now, or come see me at the front of my truck after you depart. My windows are literally always open. I'm sure you guys have heard of the Disney Conservation Fund. You are more than welcome to help us out with that and help animals all over the world. Is donated to the Disney Conservation Fund will be going to the Lion Recovery Fund, and to date we have raised over $335,000. Hopefully, as those numbers grow, the lions' numbers will grow as well, and we can help protect the pride. But we're also working in over 100 countries worldwide to help animals of all different species in a lot of different ways. Like I mentioned, we're helping the elephants with the bees, helping protect tigers and orangutans in their natural palm forest in Asia, and helping parrots in South America by stopping the exotic pet trade. We're going to pass by this exit dock, but we're not going to stop here. We'll just say Jumbo to the warden.
Jumbo, we gotta say to the warden, guys.
Jumbo!
Because we're celebrating you.
Oh, thank you. Asante Sana. I appreciate that. I'm glad you guys enjoyed your safari. One more time, we're going to say Jumbo to the warden. I'm Jumbo. But if you guys would like to help us out with the Disney Conservation Fund and the Lion Recovery Fund, if you go into any merchandise location here at the park at the register and donate, no matter how much you donate, even if it's a nickel, you will get a complimentary conservation button that shows everyone that you are a conservation hero. So it's a cool souvenir, but it's also a really great way of feeling good and knowing that you're helping animals right here on vacation.
What was that?
Oh, I like it. I'm glad. On that note, normally I don't mention this, but another one of the most endangered big cats is the Sumatran tiger. There are less than 2,000 left in the wild. And the same plight goes for orangutans. Both of those animals are endangered due to a kind of funny little product called palm oil. A lot of people don't realize that palm oil is found in almost everything we use. It's found in shampoo, soap, food, everything. Now the issue is a lot of companies are saying, okay, we don't want to take away from the animals, so we're going to get our palm oil in a sustainable manner. But some companies are not doing that. They're taking away from the natural environment and really hurting those orangutans and tigers. And there is a way to tell the difference. It's actually through an application on the smartphone or iPhone, Android or iPhone. It's a totally free app. It's distributed through the Cheyenne Mountain Zoo. And using this app, it's simply titled Palm Oil. It can actually tell you what companies use sustainably sourced palm oil and what companies you might want to avoid. And if you're not sure, if you actually use your smartphone, you can use it to scan the barcode of any product right there in the grocery store, and it will tell you if that product is sustainably sourced. And it's actually helped me a lot because I like to support companies that are supporting those animals. But no, they did not pay me to say that. I just like to support companies that are supporting the environment.
It's good to know. Whoa.
Where are we? What's that? Whoa,
I know Hershey. If you guys would like to see some of those amazing tigers and other Asian animals, there is a place over in Asia. It's called the Maharaja Jungle Trek. That's where you can see Sumatran tigers, Komodo dragons, bats even. Really, really. So we like to say here in Harambe, there's no such thing as a stranger. You know, we've got to know pretty well on our 2-week safari, and can't do it. It's too final. But I will teach you one more bit of Swahili, and that is Kwaherini. Kwaherini is our way of saying goodbye because we don't like to say goodbye. Also, you're welcome to join us again for one of our nighttime safaris. Lots of fun. You might see some animals that might not have been awake during this time of day.
You have fun?
Kwaherini, everyone.